Hello everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Tech Talks podcast. I am your host, Sanskriti Kadam, and
I am Krishi Shah. Today we have with us Jawahar Lalla, sir, who is a seasoned professional with over 40 years of experience in senior management roles as well as in sales and business development. He has also founded a consulting firm. He has facilitated the development of 2000 plus self-service services initiative. Welcome on board, sir.
Okay, so first of all, good evening and welcoming all the viewers of this channel. And thank you, Mr. Krishi Shah and Sanskriti for hosting me. It's a pleasure to be with you because I remember my going back to college days when I'm talking to you. So, 40 years have been my journey in the industry. I personally feel that our script is already been written by divine. We get symptoms or not symptoms, but signals from the Almighty which route we have to take. This is my learnings. So I start my journey as a management trainee in Times of India. I was picked up, and then that was my first few years in media. After that, I joined a leading IT company. I started my journey with the mainframe computers, a very large machine having a very high processors, transaction processing, and this used to have a very huge data, very secure, no viruses, very robust machines. So from there till mobile, I've seen the whole revolution coming back. So this has been a bit of my journey. I was very early given charge of promoting one of the solution called desktop publishing. I don't know whether you know desktop publishing. Desktop publishing was used to promote magazines and publications in the graphical way to make their life simpler, proofreading, changing of fonts. So that's what I started with, and my major competitor there was Apple Mac. Apple Mac has always been a leader in media, so I took percentage of them, clinched some big deals from Business India and Business Insider, Fortune. I remember some of the names. From there, I've been very innovative by nature. I used to design and develop a lot of new solutions. Then I came into self-service kiosk, that 20,000 which you are mentioning. So when you go to the airport, you use kiosk. When you go to bank, you use kiosk. So these were initially instrumental in getting to India by me. I have been instrumental with my team. We were the first one to start uh, deploying kiosks for a leading international bank. This was late 80s. And then we started into most of the vertical. We became leader. I was with this company for almost about 26 years, heading the company division as a country head. Then moved down to form my own consulting. For last 13 years, I'm into consulting. So very brief background about me.
it was such a great journey, I must say. So let's deep dive or more about it, and we have prepared some questions for you.
Please,
So let's start with the question. Yeah.
please.
So just right now you talked about how you began your journey in technology, right? So can you just tell us some of the key changes and the trends which you must have seen in IT industry till now?
So, IT industry has been transforming in a very fast pace. When we were there, we used to do more of a transaction processing. So
Hmm.
today, that IT has moved into digital. That IT has moved into customer touchpoints. When we were there, the banks used to use more of the bigger printers for statement and the bigger processing. Today we are seeing more of kiosks and more of customer touch points. That is a dramatic change happened in the technology. So the banks have gone from second click to digital branches. You have yourself seen that, right? That is the transformation. Today we are talking on mobile. Most of the applications are on mobile. You need not even go to bank. From the mobile, you can see your statement, you can do the UPI payments, and all that is changed now. So there's a dramatic change, very dramatic change.
Yeah. So that's a very dramatic change. So as you had mentioned that you have been involved in deploying 20,000 plus kiosks in both Indian and global markets. So could you walk us through the most difficult challenge that you faced while deploying
See,
them?
you'll be shocked to know when we deployed the first kiosk, the customers of the bank were even afraid to touch the screen. They were saying short error. So we have to tell them, no, sir, this is a machine. It will make your life easy. So it has been a major challenge. Today people are very comfortable using these devices, but that time they were very skeptical. So educating the customer to move to a digital channel was itself a big challenge for us. But we succeeded that. So and people got used to and all that.
So also now I have one more question. Like, what
Please.
role do you see a self-service kiosks playing in the future of customer experience and last mile digital transformation?
Okay, so today most of the applications which were there in kiosks or ATMs, they are today on a mobile. So I personally feel this will go in a certain channels like airports. Airports still needs kiosks. Restaurants still needs kiosks, which we call QSR. I don't know you heard of QSR. This is quick ordering systems. So McDonald's have been deploying, KFC have been deploying. So there are certain market verticals will kiosk. Kiosk will not move everywhere. That is my feeling. That is my feeling. This is how the industry will move. It will go to a very, very customization solutioning now.
Right. That's great. So restaurants should pick up something of a digital chaos type of
Yeah,
stuff.
so just to give you a very brief example, you are driving from say Bombay to Pune on a highway, and you don't want to halt, and you don't want to go to a food mart. You just have to drive your this thing to a QSR, place your order, pick up your parcel, eat in the car, and move. That's how the world is moving. That's how the US
Yeah.
is moving, and that will come to India.
Actually,
That will come to
mhm.
India.
It will take time, but definitely
It
it
will
will come.
come. See, everything takes time. It will not be overnight. Like
Mhm.
second thing I visualize, the vending and kiosk will merge now. So most of the things you will get a kiosk and the vending together. So QSR is
Wow.
one example. I've been personally seeing. There are a lot of things you order a wafer, you order a coat, you order a boot. It will all come by kiosk and the vending. You have to put your details. You have to pay through UPI or a card, tear it out.
Yeah.
That's how it will work.
Mhm. So, sir, you have observed from over the 40 years, has the consumer behavior changed towards
Yes,
chaos?
yes, yes, yes. Not chaos.
Are,
The overall IT industry, if you look, consumer preferences will always change because they will look for a faster mechanism, they will look for a cheaper mechanism, and they will look for convenience. Whatever
Yeah.
convenience they feel from technology, they will use that. There's no doubt about it. And I personally feel, even in India, you have a different. India geographically is very large. So, Calcutta customer behavior will be different, Delhi customer behavior will be different. So, you have to understand the taste of every state and every customer. Then only it will succeed.
Absolutely. Like in different states, the behavior of the people towards the technology is also different,
Yes,
diverse in
very
fact.
important, very important. In fact, you'll be surprised. The rural, when I go to rural, I see more technology being adopted. That's a dramatic change.
Nice.
People in small towns are using kiosks at railways for booking their
Hmm.
tickets. So there's a change. There's dramatic change. And most important is government is trying to promote these channels. So there have been a lot of customer centers. You can print your own birth certificate, death certificate, your school living certificate, whatever. It is
Hmm.
all coming through kiosk nowadays.
Right. Could you elaborate on how self-service solutions can bridge the gap in digital transformation, especially in markets with diverse such demographics and needs? Like a bit in more in detail.
See, today, if I look IT as a whole, there have been lot of changes in terms of applications. So one of the major application which is happening around the globe and people is talking all about is AI.
Hmm.
AI will drive kiosk. And let me tell you one thing. This is my prediction. I'm putting on a record. 10 years from now, AI will be more intelligent than you and me. They can sense, they can say, no, this is a fact.
Nice.
This is going to happen.
Definitely.
AI, cyber security, blockchain, they are all technology. Cyber security,
Hmm.
they are all going to be very strong. But all of above that is AI. So AI is
Right.
going to play a major role in kiosk. Because as soon as you term, AI will recognize you as a person, will understand your need and give you a solution that this is what are you looking at. This is the future, whether we like it or not.
Right. Hmm. So, like whenever an MNC comes in India, so what exactly they face the challenges? Like,
You
what
mean
the
global companies?
yeah,
MNC, when you say it's a global companies, right?
Hmm.
right.
Yeah.
So I have been personally have got couple of global companies in India. The grave mistake they do is they don't understand markets of India. They only want to try to promote their product in a bigger way. See, at the end of the day, one thing we should all realize is that India is a very cost effective market. Now, take your example. I'm giving you your example. When you go to a supermarket or a mall, you will see 10 brands and you will choose, psychologically, you will choose which is less costlier and a better, right? So, I will advise global companies to look at Indian customers' markets. I mean, behavior markets. What price they are looking at, what solution they are looking at, what is the product they are looking at, and then sell. This is what I will advise the global companies.
Yeah. So as an advisor on go-to market, that is GTM
That's
strategies.
right, DTM, yes.
Yeah. So what are some of the common pitfalls you have observed in your own journey?
See, normally when you talk of GTM, I have been mentoring a lot of startups today. Okay, now the problem in startup is they want to make money overnight. It will not happen. Okay, any company you form will take some time to get settled. Okay, and if anybody is starting a startup just to make money, it will not happen. You should have a passion, a product, and of course a product positioning in the marketplace to make you success. When I started my journey, Infosys was also a startup. There were about 3, 4 founders, and see today Infosys. So you should have a passion. You should drive the company. And most important is develop a product as per market needs. Don't develop the product what you think is right. It will never survive. I will tell you an example. I came across a company in Bangalore, a startup company, worked for 3 years, developed a product, have a huge funding. Funding was not an issue, but they closed down because their product was not accepted by market. So these are the pitfalls. These are the serious pitfalls. So this is where I mentor a lot of startups and tell them this is a roadmap you should see. This is a business plan you should see. I think you are all engineering and management students. So, we normally make 3 years and 5 years business plan. So this is what today people should look at seriously. They should not see only profit, profit, profit. Profit will come provided you have a right positioning in the market.
Right. So, what is that advice that you would give to startups who are emerging in India while they are formulating their GTM strategy?
First is follow your passion. Most important punchline is follow your passion. Develop a product as per the market needs. And third, keep a pricing as per the market requirements. Don't overshoot it, don't below shoot it. Make it exactly, do a strong market research. See what customer needs are, see what customer pain points are, and then go to market.
As you talked about, pricing, talked about how one can leverage their own startup, right? So can you talk more detail about how pricing can affect and how it can be decided? So that's a huge, confusion that happens as far as
So
even we have heard.
when you design any product, okay, what people make mistakes is they just take a raw material cost, or in case it's a software company, they take a manpower cost. They forget to understand that product pricing have a lot of components. So if you see, besides product, there is a cost of interest. Your company has invested a lot of money to make a product, right? So there's a cost of investment. Then there's a cost of logistics. There's a cost of supply chain. Then there's also a cost of again interest when your buyer doesn't pay you in time. So have all these components have been taken into consideration before launching of the product. You can't put a product in the market and then say, no, no, sir, it's a wrong costing, we'll go back, reduce, no, it's not the right approach. You have to have a firm mind. You have to say, no, this is the market, this is my target audience, this is what I'm going to do. Then don't come back. Then you go ahead and do it.
Right. So, you had also mentored and published many articles in Indian and international magazines. So, what were the most impactful topics that you had written about?
So, I've been writing, see, I'll tell you what I've been writing on various technologies. Recently, I wrote, which was a very highly appreciated, was on AI. Today, I am also putting this on record through your podcast, is that today AI companies have not earned money at whatever level they are. In India, the investment which is done in AI is very, very high, very, very high. Globally, it is some $1 billion rupees. Okay, now what had happened over the time? AI is new, right? India has not created AI. India is only wrapping the modules on AI. Okay, so what happens here is the investor will be behind you that he wants a return. And the customer will tell you, sir, I cannot pay you. First do a POC, proof of concepts. So who is going to bear? So today India is more on the POC stage. All POCs are happening, but there are no real rollouts. So this is an article I wrote on AI, and a lot of people appreciate it. And second thing is the larger companies, they have capex. They can invest. They said, okay, we don't mind investing. After 4 years, 3 years, the return will come. But a smaller company, there is no capex. So how are you going to survive? So this is what I wrote recently on AI. One more important subject I wrote was cybersecurity. India has got a maximum frauds across the globe. India is growing digitally very, very strong. Now, if India is growing digitally very strong, why there are frauds happening? Either fraudsters are more smarter than us, or our backend system need to be more improvised from a technology perspective. So this is one more article I wrote.
We would like to share articles also. So I hope that's on LinkedIn, right? So you must have
They are
posted a
there.
lot, right?
They are. See, I tell you what. You know, I have been a writer. I've been a blogger. I have been the speaker. I've been the panel judge in many events. Okay, you can search my whole profile through Doodle, and you will get all these articles. These are open publications, so I have not closed anything. There are a lot of them. You can even go and do that. I'll be most happy if you can read and give me a feedback.
Sure, sir. So like even I have published my research paper with my own fellow people on forest fire detection, which is on AI only. So
Please
that
share
is
with
on the
me. Please
latest.
share with me.
Yeah,
Please share
yeah,
with me.
sure, I will share. Yeah. So during that course also we were able to understand how AI and the current technology now AI is it's growing. So, and also you also told how you were as a role or a reviewer of technology and management books, right? So, how did it shape your perspective in this industry, in IT industry?
Okay, okay. So, since I was a writer and I know the language command very
Hmm.
well, lot of management and the technology authors approach me that why don't you review my book? So, there are two aspects here. One is helping them to understand what they have written. Second, broadens my mind as well because I am reading their book. So maybe because knowledge is one thing which is never ending. For me, learning has always been there. It will continue to be there till I am there on this planet Earth. Third thing is I tell them how to position the book at what market readers. So these are the three aspects of my book review, and it has been a very pleasurable journey. The people whom I have given feedback, they have appreciated this as an author. They said, "Sir, your feedback is because we are a very hardcore technology guys. Today, what happens is people don't talk about system architecture, system solutioning. You yourself are engineering students. People talk only about price. सर ये ले लो ये प्राइस है ये लैपटॉप ले लो ये that is not solution because I don't know what is your requirement, what is your app, how much software you are going to use. On that, I can recommend the RAM, the disk, the processor. This is all very important.
Right. So in our ever evolving industry, so you write blogs, a podcast, and engage in soft skills training. So how do you ensure that your content is relevant to our ever evolving world?
See, when I get a feedback from my readers and they praise it, I feel my content is good. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time and their time. And second thing I will tell you, I write from my heart. I'm not worried what industry will talk or what government will talk. Whatever I feel right, I write. So this is what the feedback customer. Lot of when I'll tell you very. I was attending one event very recently, and I was in the audience. I was not in the panel judge or I was not the speaker there in that event. And one of a guy in the lunch break came and told me, "Sir, you are Jawahar Lalla." I said, "Yeah, I am Jawahar Lalla." He said, "Sir, I love reading you." So I said, "How do you know me?" So he said, "Sir, by your face." because when I searched Google, you came, and this person was a data scientist in a very top four consult, one of the top four consulting firm. Now I can't give you a better example. If a data scientist likes my article, I say, no, no, sir, I'm too small. He said, no, sir, you write from your heart, and I'm happy to read your thoughts. So this is one of the examples I'm giving.
So, how then in the vlogs and everything, whatever the soft training which you take, the mentoring which you do, those kinds of amazing soft skills training which you conduct. So, there must be a lots of topics, right? So, can you just tell us like that one topic which excites you to talk endlessly?
99% people or my audience tell me one thing, sir, how I can improve myself. This is a 99% topic. How I can grow in my life. What I should do to have a success. And I tell them, sir, don't run after success. Success is a unending story. Run after happiness. And this is what I'm telling to your readers also. In the pursuit of your life, you keep achieving lot of activities, lot of money, but that is never going to end. If I have got a BMW, somebody must have got Rolls Royce. So that journey is not going to end. And after receiving so much of awards and laurels and everything, at certain point, are you with your family? Have you found happiness within yourself? Or you are just running like what you can say, animals keep running. Now, somewhere you have to achieve, somewhere you have to feel that now I have achieved, now I have to give back to society. Do that. Knowledge sharing is one of the things. People don't share knowledge. I've seen. They keep to themselves. They say, no, no, sir, I don't mind. I said, what is wrong in sharing? Today internet is open, AI is open, everything is open. People will read. If you don't share, somebody else will share. So this is my philosophy of life. This is what I tell in my sessions. And second thing is, I again telling you, you can achieve everything in the world. Don't say, no, sir, it is very tough. I am not going to do that. No, you are going to achieve. It's all in the mind. If your mind is right, you are right, you are going to achieve. Right?
Right,
This is
right.
so
So,
I so
as you,
I please pass this message to all your colleagues, all your students. Life is you can achieve anything and anything. You can't say no, sir, I can't achieve. I have seen a disabled people winning sports. Then why can't we do? Why can't we do? So it's all mind. It's a positivity of the mind which you have to drive. Even I tell you, so when you sit in your final exam of engineering or how will I pass? How much I am going to get? Will I go to masters or will I get a job? Arey, leave it. Everything will happen. Why are you worried? You do your best and leave rest to Almighty. It will take care. No, this is what feedback I am keeping getting in my seminars.
right. As it is said, laughter is the best medicine. So we can quote that
Now,
happiness is
you
the
should.
best medicine.
90% people I come across in all levels of my life, nobody wants to laugh. They are so stressed. And I personally feel humor brings liveliness, humor brings happiness, humor brings joy. Share. See, if you,
Definitely.
I tell you an example. I tell you a very simple example. As an author or a writer, I observe. So when I'm walking through the restaurant or through the mall or at the airport, if you see anybody, everybody face, they are very strict. They will not even have a smile. I don't understand why. At least say hello. हेलो बोलने में ही बोलता है पैसा लगता है. So this is how people are there. So we need to change. We need to bring that happiness. When you smile at somebody, the other person smile, both will be happy. I hope I'm answering your questions. For me,
Definitely.
life. See, if you see life is very stressful. Every day, some or the other problems will come, crisis will come. You have to handle it with peaceful, silent, patient mind.
Right. So, moving on to the next question. What are the cutting edge technologies or trends that you believe will disrupt IT and consulting industry in the next decade?
One is AI, definitely AI.
Hmm.
Second, I will talk about cybersecurity. Very big. Very big changes need to be done. Very big because hackers, cyber criminals are more smarter. So we have to be more smarter than them. Get right technology in. That is second. Third is blockchain. I think blockchain will also come not on the cryptocurrency, but as a blockchain in terms of a business. You people will try to merge ERP with blockchain. This is what I visualize in terms. So you know what is different between ERP and blockchain, right?
Yeah, like we
Do you
have
know?
read it in theory. Yeah, we have
Huh?
read it in theory. Theory. We know it theoretical, not in practice.
So, in ERP, what happens is you are basically talking about enterprise resource planning. So, you have a different module, a finance module, a purchase module, a sales module, a delivery module, right? This is ERP. And you merge them into an enterprise for a company. Now, blockchain is making of the smaller blockers and merging it into a bigger way. So, one of the example I tell you, right from a company ordering, vendor supplying, material going to the store, vendor payment, final product is released. When you will get the money, that all is put into blocks. That is blockchain. So hope I'm clear between ERP and blockchain, and both will get merged.
Right. So, sir, you have co-authored over 350 books and contributed in multiple anthologies. So, what drives your passion for writing?
Okay, so I tell you honestly, I wrote all this in COVID. Because in COVID there were no business, there were no offices, and we have to sit at home, right? And that is how my passion grew. That is why I started writing more and more and more, and at one stage I thought that let me share all my knowledge acquired over the 40 years to my readers and youngsters like you.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have also received numerous awards and recognition in your career. So which one stands out the most and why?
Okay, so I have been receiving a lot of awards and trophies throughout my career, but the satisfaction comes when you as an Indian get a bigger award. So there is a company called 3M. You heard of 3M? 3M is a global US company. So they were small testing players. One of their department was testing, and they wanted to launch 32-inch monitor, LCD monitor in India, and they announced that whoever will sell the first 32-inch solutions in system architecture will get the award. And I was lucky to be a first Indian in the APEC to sell that. And that deployment was Ajanta Ellora caves. So if you're gone to Ajanta Ellora, you have a bit springs there, which
Right.
talks about the cave history. I don't know if it's still there or not. This is way back, and that is where I designed that solution. So that was the most satisfaction because I was the first Indian to get it from 3M. That award is still there. I can share that award with you also.
That's great, sir. So, in your opinion, what quality makes a leader successful in tech and business background?
See, first of all, leader has to be positive. Leader has to take his team along with him. He cannot say, no, no, boss, I know everything. Leader doesn't know anything. Leader is the one who creates another leader. So if I am a leader, I want you to be a leader like me. That will be my success. Tomorrow you will go to a bigger space and you say, sir, I am successful, so that will satisfy me as a leader.
Right. So we have also seen now, like you're mentoring, blogging, publications, articles. You're a great content writer. So so how do you balance your various facets of your own career, from counseling to all these things, and also even podcasting?
Well, I don't do, my secretary does all this for me. I only follow her instruction to be very honest. Anyway, so you have to devote your time. You have to see what time you have to give for your business, what time you have to give for mentorship, what time you have to give for your writing. Anyway, writing and all I do very early in the morning. So early in the morning, I get up very early. So writing is always early because your mind is fresh that time. Balance since it's all routine, it happens. It happens. It doesn't is not a rocket science. It automatically happens.
So, you have mentored and trained a numerous amount of professionals. What is that one piece of advice that you find yourself giving everyone repetitively?
No, I didn't got your question. What are you saying?
So, you have mentored a lot of people in business and tech background. So, what's that one piece of advice that you find yourself repeating to everyone?
This is not the end. This is the start. You still have to do lot in your life. This is my punchline in most of the sessions. And lot of people whom I have mentored, they come and when they tell me, "Sir, you have made me," I said, "No, I have not made you. You have made yourself. I have been only instrumental in giving you a right path. You have walked the path. I have never walked your path."
So what is that one key message or learning which you would like our audience to take away from your ex experience?
See, first of all, I will tell you most of our script, our life, our learnings, it's all written by God. Today I am talking to you is because of Him. The knowledge is He has given me. I am nobody. So my learning has been that be kind to others, be noble to others, and try to help others. See, today I have seen, I've seen, I'll give you a very honest opinion that people still are miser to give ashirvads. So when you go down to a very senior elderly person, वो दूर से ही बोलता है "हाँ, होते होते." Why? Give blessings. Why do people go to temples or saints just to take blessings, right?
Right.
So, so I'm just giving something very vague example here, but inspire youngsters because they are the future. If your country has to grow, you have to inspire youngsters. And 80% is X generation or Z generation, whatever you say in your terminology. So inspire, motivate, grow with them, learn from them. They may have different experience which I don't have.
Right. So now we will start with rapid fire questions. Like we will shoot questions and you have to answer in one word or one line.
Okay,
So,
shoot.
so here's the first
Ready?
question. AI or blockchain? What excites you the
AI,
most?
AI, AI.
Okay. So the most rewarding part of mentoring others.
Inspiring.
If you weren't in tech, what career would you have pursued?
In case I have not been in technology, I would have been journalism.
So the favorite memory from your 40 plus years in industry.
Changing products and solutions. Technology keeps changing.
So, thank you for coming on. We had a awesome time conversating with you, getting to know your thoughts, your mentoring. It was like awesome, and hope our listeners also will love it.
I think it was my honor, my privilege, and pleasure to be with you all, to be on this podcast. I think while you were talking, I also have got a lot of inspiration from you. That youngsters like you are doing podcasts. In my time, we never used to do all this. So there's again a technology shift. We only used
Yeah,
to,
absolutely.
yeah, that there has been a technology shift. We never thought of podcast in our time when we were young. So, so I wish you all the best, and I leave it on to you all to take this legacy forward. And whenever you need me, I'm always there, available for you, available for any youngster to mentor, to guide, to inspire. Thank you very, very much for
Thank,
calling. It was a privilege to be with you all. Thank you.
thank you so much, sir, for coming on and sharing a word with us on such a brilliant experience which you have. And if our audience has any doubts, we will comment your on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
So
just tell them to shoot their questions. I will share my email with you all, so
yeah,
you can shoot their questions to me. I'll take them answer. That will be my pleasure. Thanks a lot, and good night, everybody. I think it's evening time, so good night is not fine. Good evening should be fine. Chalo,
Right.
take care. Bye, bye,
uh, okay. Thank
Thank
you,
you
sir.
everyone for joining us.
bye.
Please like, share, and subscribe.